Hey there, friends. I am Kay Moonchow, and I am back for another collective weekly card pull here to give some insight, some guidance, some more details into what you might find yourself dealing with this current week, which will be for March 1st all the way to March 7th. We are in March 2026, and so let's see what our card pull is for today. Stay all the way towards the end here. And we will do the what's the tea to kind of see what nasty or icky things you're trying to hide and might pop up that you will find yourself confronting this week here, possibly. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love if you would just share this with a friend, share the message, someone who might need to hear it. But, Spirit, what is our card pool for this week, March 1st, all the way to Saturday, March 7th. This week, Spirit is talking about, I'm hearing like gaining your personal power. And some of you don't want to even recognize or show what your personal power is. I think some of us are too afraid, like we got to stay humble or we're going to be too big headed. But Spirit said, wear your crown and wear it proudly, no matter what others try to, scribble and dabble all over your name. You know who you are, and you're going to show up very strongly. You're going to show up to be viewed, to be seen. And what others can't do is they can't cross you out. No matter how hard they try to erase the truth about your personal power, you are the one who have to say so over your life. Some of you are dealing with people who try to control the areas of life of like your confidence, your money, your business, your creativity about yourself. And Spirit says here, no more here. No more allowing others to draw their own picture of who you are and what your personal power look like. Spirit says you can't figure out what your personal power looks like upon the thoughts or the opinions of others. Some of you are dealing with people who are strongly opinionated about you. And Spirit says they need to be taking their time to figure out who they are and not to try to tell you who you are here. I cannot make this up. This is wowing. Spirit says you have the right to put the description of who you are for others who come and who cross you in life to know more about you and to understand about you. You know the defining of who you are and the real power that you have. Okay, so let's get some more details here. Yes, we're talking about you need to change. You need to change that. You need to change allowing other people to define or to create the picture of who you are. You are the artist of your life, not other people. Do not hand other people the power either. Spirit says here also, don't be afraid to talk up. Speak up here about yourself. Let others know, no more of what you think about me. No more about what you think I should do or I shouldn't do. I am the creator of my life, of how I write out the script of how I live and who I am and who I'm becoming to be, and so forth and so on here. Wow, we'll take this one first here. We got two that flip. We'll take this one first. Yes, Spirit is here because you know what? It's really putting your mental in a bad health state here. For some of you, it's making you sick. Like, it's personal. I wanted to say energies, but then I heard enemies. But it's really personal. Like some of you have just some personal attacks on you. And so the people are looking like they mean well, but Spirit's like they're really not bringing you anything good. They're causing you like bad health. Okay? They're causing you to feel down or to feel low, to feel disappointed or, discredited about how to live. You know exactly how to live or how you need to upgrade your living as well. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, journey. Because this is your life, right? This is your life journey. Spirit says it's just you living this life, no one else. Get going. Get going. The ride is arriving soon. Your transportation, in other words, the movement is showing up very fast. And there's no room for taking others with you who have been trying to ride your coattail or live life for you or to be opinionated on how you should be living your life here, says Spirit. Okay, so no more of giving people that power. It's just you. And understand that I came in by myself, I leave by myself in this life. And so in the in between here, you also are the one who on your own will create and make the decisions on how to move forward here. Yeah. Spirit says here, when you have to when you have to make this move, you're gonna have to leave that person behind. And so what? Don't let them play the manipulation game on you and make it seem like, oh, they're so down and out and how could you, and cause like drama or start arguments or troubles or just negative conflict, about you wanting to be in charge, take control, you wanting to be you. Spirit literally saying, like, polish off your crown, shine it up, get it nice and shiny and looking brand spanking new, and prepare to place it on yourself nice and straightened and worn quite beautifully upon your very crown. Okay, what else here, Spirit? Yeah, and for some of you, I feel like this person, courtship is on the board. And so this person really tried to, or people, I feel like this is like a particular person for many of you. Yeah, they really try to stick around. They really try to stay close to you, as if it is as deep of a connection or relationship, in a sense, when it don't even have that title on it. For some of you, this will actually be someone that you find yourself like courting or dating, but they try to stay this close to you, making you think, I'm supposed to be here, I'm the one who should be assisting you or helping you, or I give the good advice or directions or guidance. They're not your guidance counselor here, says Spirit. Okay. Yeah, coffin is on the board here. And so Spirit talks about how, this connection might find itself having to really die off, because it's putting you in a state of bad health here, and it's something that's just really not, they're trying to make the calls, they're trying to call the shots here and tell you, like literally, like, what's the prescription or what's best for your life here, where you're sick at, where you're ill at. And they probably really don't know much about anything, because they can't even focus on themselves. But anyways, this is probably a connection that eventually you'll see, like, it has to die off to be beneficial for you to move forward. Like, there's no movement here. Like, the journey can't get going. You can't hop on the train and get moving here, unless this energy dies off of you and it stopped leeching and like attaching onto you and being in some type of domination or control. Okay. All right, friends, so you got to get going here. You got a life to live. You have a crown to wear. You have a journey to go and to explore and someone even better to become. And so don't forget that this week. Be mindful of that connection or that person who is just so strong or trying to tell you who to be, how to be, when to be it, and more and more and more and more, okay? Tell them to back off. They need to go figure out who they are. Live their life, live their journey, become who they need to be, to find their own crown to wear, All right. So enough of that personal power. Let's see what's the tea really quick, friends. And then we're going to get going. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I appreciate it so much. This week, Spirit's talking about what's the tea is the stalker. Stalking, watching, obsessed. And it could go along with this this person, right, who kind of messes with your personal power, your crown, who you are, and being so deep into your life. And for some of you, it's not it. Some of you might actually be dealing with somebody who is so obsessed with who you are, what you wear, how you smell, how you wear your hair, what shoes are on your feet, what kind of music you listen to, the car you drive. Like, they are stuck on you. And so be mindful here, because someone here can be so obsessed where it can get into a place of where it might be harmful to you mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. And so Spirit's talking about securing yourself, protecting yourself, just keeping yourself covered, and just be watchful of just those around you, or just, just the actions or the energies or whatnot here. You might have someone who's just really, really into you really bad, and be careful about what you're sharing online and to others. They could be stalking you, trying to listen to you, especially for some of y'all at work. All right. Bye.